Y venga. Vale, hoy estaré más rato que el otro día. No sé cuánto dura el juego, la verdad, pero espero que no sea demasiado largo. Para que no se me haga repetitivo. Sí, la tía que se había estrellado frente a la comisaría, tío. ¿Se puede saltar? No.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch. You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
You dancing with the boy. Tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
Okay.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I was breaking your balls to never forget.
¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Cómo se llega ahí? Por aquí.
Stop just ahead. Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, you'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, you can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Hey! Out of the way, bud!
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Madre, ¿cómo baja ahí?
How bad is it? Come on.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Solo le gusto yo. Actriz de serie B.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady.
Bueno, pero bueno.
And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Vale, quiero saber cómo llegar al otro lado.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
¿Cómo se llega ahí? ¿Por aquí?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Pero bueno.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
A ver qué hay por aquí. Es la madre que quiere que vuelva a dejar de ser actriz. Tiene hermanas pequeñas que la quieren, que están esperándola. Y que le va a suceder algo malo, eso es raro. Vale, ¿y la otra?
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
No me creo nada.
How
Te tiro
old
una
is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
So what's going on over there?
Vale, ¿y a dónde coño voy? Hola Paco, buenos días.
Let's take a quick intermission for news.
A ver, ¿a dónde voy? No hay sitio donde ir. O sea, eso es que me faltan cosas. Me hago en su puta vida. Mira, todo el mundo toma por culo.
He's good looking for a policeman.
Tú. Pues no sé qué coño me falta, tío.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Sloppy, Phelps. I'd take another look if I was you.
Tengo ni puta idea. Pero es que esto ya lo he mirado, tío. ¿Y la carta por detrás a lo mejor?
She's a long way from home.
Pues sí, ya la he leído. Ahora cuenta como viste antes, ¿no? ¿Qué? No, aquí está.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, the head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
We should speak
Okay.
to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
Ahora hay que hablar con la embustera esta de mierda.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Es que es una putísima mentirosa. No me quiero
It's
nada.
obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs. McCaffrey, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McCaffrey, you are still under the influence of narcotics. and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel.
Para abajo y la izquierda no falla. Sí, está mintiendo la muy cerda, sí.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Hija de puta que la atropello.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route.
No, tío, qué mierda de calle, te lo juro. ¿A que me tiro por aquí? Quita
I
en
think
medio.
we need a siren.
Soy la policía. Chacho, quita en medio. Todo el mundo, oh no, un coche de policía. Ya hemos llegado. Que te hacen dar la vuelta a toda la montaña, no me apetece.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't
Feeling
need
better
to be
since this
manhandled
morning,
by a
Jessica?
doctor. I need my
A little.
lawyer.
My head still
Where is
feels
the
swollen.
Esta es la otra, esta es la que se dio el cabezazo.
You know who I am.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Ah, mira, cosas que no sirven para nada. ¿Por qué no?
Nope. Not sure this means much.
Bueno,
Hello, Jessica.
es un
My
buen
name is
hospital
Cole
porque tiene una
Phelps.
cruz.
I'm a
Dios lo
policeman.
protege.
I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here.
Esta es más joven.
Nothing
A lo
happened
mejor la otra, que tiene pinta de ser un mal bicho, la intenta matar.
You could have died in the crash, Jessica. Why would someone want to kill you?
Someone wants to kill me? I wouldn't know anything about that. I just went along with Junie. She knows all about the movie business.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take
Vale, la
care
de la
of
carta esta.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to
La
tell me
pillé.
what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Yo te he pillado con una.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Siente serie B. A ver qué dijo la comunidad. Duda. Venga.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult
violó,
to think
¿no?
of anything.
duda.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
La violaron y lo
I
grabaron.
think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Esta tonta.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
No se nos ve casi.
There she goes. Come on.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Como lenta la hija de puta.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Madre mía, un remake de este juego, ¿eh? Como podría estar.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Ahí voy.
Does the chicken come with fried tomatoes?
Con la mesa, con un periódico. Bueno, pero si soy un espía.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
Soy un espía, pero clásico, ¿eh? Con un periódico. Y un sombrero. Nadie sabe lo que estoy haciendo.
You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls.
¿Que no viene a atenderme el tío? Vaya camarero.
Get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Bueno. Vámonos. Muy lista no es, la verdad.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just from looking at his body.
What did you make of the kid? Did you believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting.
You're a goddamn menace!
Ah, no pasa nada. Paga al comisario, no pasa nada.
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Got it! Get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Pues macho, sale aquí al lado. Bueno, aquí al lado, no sé si aquí al lado.
Call 11K, 11 King, we have no other units available. What is your ETA to the 415 in progress at 1220 West 7th Street? Repeat, 1220 West 7th Street, Wilson's Apartment Hotel. 11K handle code 3.
Units also needs assistance, 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Pero bueno. Vale, toma por culo.
Look out, more of them. Put them down.
Por uno menos.
Find some cover.
Escapa de puta. Ya estaría.
King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's code 4. Notify a supervisor and the coroner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised, suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's Army surplus is code 4.
¿Cómo gira este coche, macho? Ya me he llegado.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Vale, que subí. Eso es normal.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Oh, ¿qué hace? Espérate. 802.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
I don't think so.
¿Se dejan el anillo?
Doesn't appear to be connected. No good to me. I don't think this is going to help us.
$20,000, ¿eh?
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Don't think this is any use to us. Maybe. No. Don't think this is anything.
Una Biblia.
Presented to Mark.
Las cerillas, todo el mundo tiene
Doesn't look
cerillas.
like anything. Junk.
Great
Si
Wall
encuentro
of Babylon.
donde falta
A
la
replica of
cabeza.
a replica. Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Se dejan anillos, se dejan dinero.
Nothing significant. Hasn't given me anything to go on.
Esto no sirve para nada.
Circumstantial. Seems irrelevant. Doesn't tell me anything. This isn't what we're looking for.
¿Y para qué me deja mirarlo si no sirve para nada?
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Ok. Había que una...
There's the set. Hollywood's own little piece of Babylon.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
Okay, McAfee.
Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
You are complicit in all of this, Gloria. You know what happens to these poor deluded kids, and you go along with it. I need to find your husband.
Why'd you come to Hollywood, detective? Handsome young man like you might find a little something in the movies. You've never thought about it?
No, I haven't.
Well, then you must be the only person in this burg who hasn't. We're born into temptation, detective. It's character that determines what we do about it.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Un bicho malo.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Venga.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and movie producer's wife. They're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous. And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Old-style floating sewers. Tickets in Hollywood. Make Pandora your daily vessel. Pandora lathers twice as fast, even in the hardest water. It's a luxury that any woman can afford. Just a few cents a cake. Now that's thrifting. With its flower-like fragrance, it's a Hollywood secret. Ask your grocer for Pandora brand soap today.
para alcanzar. Espectacular.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Aquí la violaron.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
La cabeza de aquí. La droga.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
15 años, ¿eh? Y la violan. Casi no. Hay que encontrar un palillo de esos sin cabeza.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors.
Sorpresa.
There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Can't be that way, Phelps. Couldn't fit a rat through there.
Incidental.
¿Cómo? O sea, la habitación está... Tira de la cadena o algo. O que también graba el aseo.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
No he encontrado
Mainly do
forma de
work for
entrar, ¿eh?
studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Sí, claro.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around? You should get your facts straight before you come in here and start shooting off that mouth of yours.
No me sirvió porque no podía entrar. qué rabia. Tiene que haber algo.
Optimistic, Cole.
Algo me estoy dejando. Claramente me estoy dejando algo. ¿Cómo se entra, puto cerdo? No lo sé, ¿eh? Pero bueno, si reviento el cristal, ¿puedo hacerlo? No.
I doubt it. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
No sé qué hay que hacer, tío. Pues nada, tiene que haber algo aquí,
What
seguro.
now? The room behind the mirror makes our case. We need to find a way in.
Pero ¿y cómo entro yo ahí? Que me está diciendo que entre, que busque la manera de entrar, pero ¿cómo? Sí, sí, ¿cómo llego hasta allí? Hostia, estoy más perdido. Perdido no, perdidísimo. Algo que no estoy viendo, tío. Tiene que haber algo que no estoy viendo. Te lo juro. Que sí, que ya sé que están por ahí, pero ¿qué hago aquí? Tira de la cadena o algo, tío. juro que no tengo ni idea. ¿Vas a hacer buscarlo en serio?
I think your problem is with Bishop.
Pues voy a tener que buscarlo. A ver.
What are we waiting for?
A ver. Segundo. Es que no tengo ni idea. Ah, sí. ¿Cómo? Espérate. A ver si es que soy gilipollas. Encontrará un periódico coleccionable. El de la izquierda verás dos cabezas reducidas. Fíjate en la pared de la izquierda verás un callejón pintado. A ver. No me toque los huevos. Te pillé.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Aquí está.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test? I wonder if they saw this, how many budding starlets would still get on the bus to come to Hollywood.
Y aquí al aseo. Bastante increíble, la verdad. Aquí la hacen. Mira, a ver.
So this is where you sprang from.
Este es el periódico. Otra cinemática. Sí.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh?
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're gonna be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes.
Surrettes.
Yeah, surrettes. Right. Put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey, hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Vale. Pues ahora sí.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, My advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That
Tendría
place
que
is
haber
dangerous,
encontrado eso antes, para la pregunta de antes.
but it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Se lo ha aplicado. Hijo de puta.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
¿Qué pasa, cerdo?
They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
Bueno, que nos vamos.
We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Y se muere.
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie sets, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ.
La clásica.
When they say work in traffic,
Cuando te rompe una rueda te muere.
You know how to piss people off, Mikowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Casi nada para el cuerpo.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No.
God damn it! Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD! Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8 in Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on
We're trying to help you,
Code
Bishop.
3 KGPL.
It's all a big mistake.
¿A dónde vais? ¿Un normal?
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice. I didn't do anything.
Yo a canería.
Ojo.
Get the hell out of here, you goddamn maniac. Bishop, that's enough.
Hostia, está la polla, tío. Ahora no soy el único al que le pasa eso. Y tampoco cuando hacen donaciones, que me han hecho varias, tampoco salen notificaciones. No sé por qué, tío. Está Twitch y que no va bien. Hablé el otro día con otro que hace streaming y tal y le pasa lo mismo, no va, no.
June Ballard. He's blackmailing. What the hell? Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Que viene.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me! Last chance to back the hell down!
De putas. Súbate.
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole! Cassie doesn't...
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
It's this way. LAPD, you're making a big mistake. Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die! You're really the best. Oh my God, they're everywhere.
Me voy a quedar conectado. Ahora los barriles para destruir la pared.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it. You have to get me out of here.
Find some cover!
Come on, it's this way.
Están allí.
For the love of God, how many are there?
Una trozo de mierda.
I don't want to die here.
Weapons on the ground, now!
Just got you there. There's a ladder leading to the ground. This is all Ballard's fault.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
army of them. We're done.
Those barrels at the base of the element column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them quickly.
Just like
put the weapon down now.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Find some cover. This way. Come on, let's keep moving.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Policía.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
¡No! Se matan policías sin querer. Cago en la puta. Dime que me dejas justo ahí, porque si no...
Get him over here. I'll cover you.
Ahora el truqui.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
McCaffrey doesn't make the rules. You hear me? I'll kill every last one of you. LAPD, you're making a big mistake. Get to the car. He's coming from here. This is the best McCaffrey got.
Ahora sí.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It's good working with you, son.
¿Y ahora qué soy?
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying. You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
Este es de antivicio. A lo mejor es donde voy a trabajar ahora.
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like chumps?
Get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo. A
Pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
Was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. You realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Encendido. Homicidio, comisaría de Central, División 1. Prepárate para el traslado. Tráfico completado.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Se completa un departamento sobre lo que era calle de Los Ángeles, donde podrá acudir a escenas de crímenes callejeros.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
He reads a few too many of his own pamphlets. Mickey C. facing the stir of union trouble.
¿Este es mi coche ahora? Sí.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad, or they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
Pues este encima es viejo.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads. We got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half.
Any central unit, car 16L reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identified.
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there.
Let me do the talking, Detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
Para que un tonto no se suicide.
Make sure you warn me before you do.
I will! Wait, what?
You think this thing can hold you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps.
Sí, me ha hecho gracia esta cosa. El que se quiere suicidar, se suicida. No hace el tonto.
No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked him up with...
This what you wanted?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly, I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
Bravo, bravo. Solo quería casito. Han cambiado hasta la música. Atravieso, Porque puedo. Venga, ya estamos aquí.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, Detective.
Entonces ahora pone... Vale, de tráfico me han pasado a homicidio, no antevicio. Hay incendio, what the fuck.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Todavía no habían puesto lo de la prueba.
Victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Vale. ¿Ahorita la mataron, se supone?
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Un mechero. Pues vaya mechero.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter? What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Que te den en Dex.
Interesting. What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? Man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Me llevo el funerario.
Every man for himself.
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. I've been working evidence on BD cases 6 months and got nicked.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So Phillips, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found it.
KGPL 20 Central Unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Central Unit identify.
Ahora toma por culo.
KGPL 20 Central Unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Central Unit identify.
Please, you've got to call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going.
Ahí va.
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger.
Put the weapon down, now!
¿Qué le parece?
What the hell?
What are you waiting for, Phelps? Up and at him.
Vale. Limpio.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Shots fired. Suspect is down. We're code 4, but I need an ambulance on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets.
11K, roger on your ambulance. All units be advised the suspect is down on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets. Repeat, the suspect is down. Code 4.
¿Cómo se cruzan? Aquí.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
You drove me up to Mojave.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ.
You going to pay for that?
Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Parece que dice la verdad.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Was it valuable? Could it be motive for her murder?
Who could say these days? I think it had more sentimental than monetary value.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Was he ever violent with her?
Celine came in here last night looking like she'd taken a slap. They don't live together anymore, so it might not have been him.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address
Solo una
for
de tres
Celine?
correctas, what?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
You want a tip?
Este la
Refill
quería.
my coffee next time, honey.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
You drove me up.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Seems irrelevant.
Hey, honey, what time did you get off work and table?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
Okay.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
Look, just go easy, Phelps. A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify.
Pues para allá que vamos. Bueno.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify.
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting.
The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
Ain't gonna last long in a tin shack.
What?
Damn them, this is a $30 suit.
Find some cover.
¿Cómo? ¿Me he muerto la escalera?
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify.
Ain't gonna last long in a tin shack.
mí no me han dejado cerca. Uno menos. ¡Hostia! Susto me ha dado el tren, coño.
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 410 South Flower Street, Scott's Garage, code 4.
O sea, es un normal, tío. Ay.
No siren, Phelps? This some form of stealth attack? What? Easy.
Siniestro.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down.
Otra vez para atrás. ¡Hala! Y atropellado.
Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Pero bueno, tío, la gente... Voy a estar aquí al lado, tiene que estar en la otra punta del mapa.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Liberty.
That alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
Good luck. Don't let him get a beat on you like I did.
We'll get to it. Cop killers are the worst kind of stuff. Should have had that second lunch.
You like killing cops?
I'll lay down some suppression fire.
this one over here.
No se puede pegar, tío. Ay, qué asco de controles. Es que no le puedes pegar. Muy mal. Si te pones a su lado y te mata ya. Puede ser.
Calling all cars, citizen reports officer needs help, shots fired, officer down, 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street, Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
You can take it if you want, or not. Cop killers are the worst kind of stuff. Should have had that second lunch.
You like killing cops?
Won't help console the
Dugas.
officer's family, but these guys are done.
Get this morning's edition hot off the press. Are you liquored up?
Venga, a ver si pudiera llegar. Ok, esta vez por el carril que es. A ver si no dejo a nadie más sin coche. Otra vez.
Bank of America 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive. A 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Un puto cachondeo, tío. No voy a poder hacer la misión principal. Tío, me he metido en un barrio residencial. ¿Cómo coño se sale de aquí?
Every man for himself.
Cada vez que estoy a punto de llegar a la otra punta de la ciudad. ¿Qué hacer la posta o algo? ¿Que le pierdas tiempo para que dure más o algo?
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, a 211 in progress and shots fired.
Vamos por culo la valla.
What's the situation?
Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
You picked the wrong bank to rob, my friend.
Move it inside. We've got to clear out the bottom floor.
Come on, make a push to the building.
Stay down.
Hijo de puta. Me queda su arma.
They've blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here. Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Wish me luck.
¿Qué coño no viene? Compañero de mierda ese que no viene.
The buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal. Can live to tell the tale. I know you're there.
Hijo de puta.
That's it. That's all of them. Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance, 11K. All units, code 4 on the 211 and Bank of America, code 4.
Okay.
Hey, come on!
Lo he matado, ¿eh?
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory.
No para,
391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Su puta madre. Puede atravesar, ¿eh? El mismo viaje ya 3 o 4 veces, ¿eh? Me cago en la puta.
Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
Drop the weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you too!
God damn it, get after him.
Put your hands in the air.
Give it up, LAPD. Don't make me chase you.
Hijo de puta. Está hecho apuesta para que no lo pueda hacer.
How long are you gonna keep this up?
Le dan un hombro.
This is Car 11 King. Advise all units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Roger 11K. All units 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4. Repeat, code 4.
Bueno, lo voy a dejar por aquí. Mañana sigo. No hay nadie. Vale, hasta mañana.